They say that you should enjoy life as it lasts. So I've decided to squander some money that I was left for some upkeep to buy this. Yeah. But it's not that you know, najisikililia huruma. What do you call kujisikililia huruma in English? It's not like I'm sympathizing with myself. That's not the point. Actually, there's no money. Oh, you should use it as it lasts. Don't fear using the money, bro. So I'm gonna record myself as I am eating. So come with me as I unbox it. Remember, this is Sunday's day. Okay, this is Sunday. This will be for continuation for tomorrow. Let me unbox the Nini since I'm the one who has boxed the Nini. So how do we do it? I don't know if it will be possible to help there. Don't ask me how I am holding that phone. It takes gymnasts to be creative. Yeah. I didn't want extra whatever. Plus, I think, whenever you feel like, whenever you eat some junk, you feel like now doing it every time because, not junk really, but food that will really not help you. Because I know this food won't, it has a very little to even no nutritional value. Only energy for moving here and there. It's just there for that. But anyway, let me just eat. I could have played the song that is playing on my song, or even on my phone. Life within a blink of an eye, you realize, kumbe it was all in vain. When you have an opportunity, just enjoy life to the fullest. Because you only have that one ride. You never have any other one. Anyway. This song, as it is playing in my phone, but when I start recording it stopped playing because I'm recording. So there's there must be some. But the problem is, if I play that song here, YouTube will censor. Will censor that. Now that will be so unfortunate. According to diary that has is it a disclaimer or even not a disclaimer, but what do you call that word? Oh, dispute. Yes, dispute. A song that has a dispute. A song that has a dispute in it. A diary or even a video that has a dispute. I don't want to risk that. So perhaps tomorrow I might even recall the lyrics. I want to catch the lyrics. It goes like this. Na 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 na. I wish I could play it. I wish I could just play it. It keeps on even singing in my mind. It is just soothing. It is just generally talking about life. At some point in life, you'll be so highly valuable. You'll be welcomed with champagne. You'll be welcomed in a red carpet. And within a blink of an eye, it will be gone. Yeah, I think the writer of this song is in pain. Maybe he has lost someone. You are with someone, you saw someone. He had a very high status, and in a blink of an eye, they are no longer. They are no more. They are gone. Gone. Anyway, I don't want to continue further than this. Otherwise, that's what I'm meeting. Let me just listen to the song as I'm eating slowly. I just want to take my moment and relax. Every time I'm writing this introduction, I feel like my thinking is clouded. Every time my thinking is clouded. So I need to take some break. And again, I come to create another chapter. Of course, I've done some work for writing. I'm not yet done with the chapter, but anyway. I'm just following my intuition. And I feel the best time to write this book is around after midnight. Because that's when my mind is usually very super creative. I'll figure out something even to write and then use the AI to just generate the writing. I'm writing it plainly right now. I know I'm not talented, however, the AI will figure it out. Anyway, see you tomorrow, which will be actually the continuation for this diary for today, which I mean is tomorrow. It's on a Sunday still, so I'm not sure if the other today's video is uploaded on my YouTube channel, because the internet has been on and off each and every time in the library, so I'm really not sure, but I hope it did before I delete the videos. But I have enough storage, so yeah, there's a possibility it was uploaded. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye. So it has rained heavily today, and I've decided to just buy these things with the 30 shillings that has been left in my M-Pesa account. Man, I don't know, man. What's the date today? Date 10. Whoa. So it has rained heavily today. So this place has been dry for the longest. And it's now time to clear the grounds. I don't know if I'll be passing these grasslands, because if it continues to rain this way, this place usually floods. There's a way this place usually floods, and you cannot pass because it is a big swamp here. Yeah, there's usually water here, water there, except at this place. This is the only higher place that is cannot get water. But accessing it from the path here, from the fence, it is very difficult. Thank goodness there's no wind today. Usually when it rains there's no wind, but when it dries it's so much wind. So ideally that's the weather here, as I look forward for a great week and a fasting session that starts tomorrow. Mm. I'm going on a 48 day fasting session. Mm. Because I need to bring back what is. Yeah, I need to keep myself in check, my spiritual self. When you bring back yourself into spiritual checkness, physically, there are things that start to align how they were meant to be. So I'm really, really, really careful of that. That's why I'm taking my time to do that. Of course, I'll quit my all my social media, WhatsApp, all of them, Facebook for a while. Mm, which other account? Facebook, Twitter is the only one that. Ah, in fact, I won't be accessing even internet on the phone. So I'll have removed my SIM cards. The only time that I'll be accessing internet is through the school Wi-Fi, which I have reasons to believe that I might, yeah, but for some time. Mm. And even for, posting my diary. I'll be spending about 3 hours in prayer, fasting, and even reading the chapters or even the scriptures here on the field. At least 3 hours. After that, I go to my businesses. If I need to post pins about it, I was cut short because of low storage. Um, but it's okay though. It's all fine. I cannot imagine that I'll be sitting on these waters for quite a long time. What? Wow, wow. You see the food that I've been eating. Yesterday was junk. Today is almost junk again. Wheat, carbohydrates. Should be really careful about what you're eating now. So honestly, that's not good food. And you are the one advocating for good eating health in your book. What an irony. Yeah, I think I've noted this. Yesterday, I said that this whole week I'll be creating one video or even one imagination of money, me having money this week. Today I've tried. Let me tell you, I have tried. Nanile, I'm really trying to get into my imagination, but something is off. Something is off. Like definitely, I can't picture that way in my mind if there's no visitor. That means if there's no energy around, or even a new energy in the room, I cannot be able to do that. I was able again to do that when we had visitors by then. The mother who had some kids. You cannot tell me this is normal. Every time. Like, I'm trying as much as possible to even imagine that there is no someone here. Yet, you cannot tell me that is normal. Wow. Today, I think I dreamt about. I have received almost due 7,000 Kenyan, $70 in fact, $70 from someone. And if the dream is divine, I meant to that. Let me receive the $70 this week, because honestly, I need that money. In fact, I'll look for a place to just live in. I think, yeah, I've gotten I've learned from my mistake, the mistake that I did. Yeah, and I've learned several lessons, and one that I learned lately, that communication is something that if you value it, bro, your interaction with other people will go far. And by me, I mean far, 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 far. Like far. If you just listen to the other person, if you just listen to the other party, communication will almost solve anything. Yeah, between the human interaction. That is what it's gonna do. And trust me, you don't want to miss that out. So I had to learn this the hard way. In fact, this is the last lesson that I'm picking from me going to the to Karen. Is it Sir Karen? There's a dog that is looking at me. It is quite at a distance, almost like 500 meters, quite far. It is looking at me. I'm sure I'm talking. I'm sure it is hearing, and it is, it has concentrated all its energy, or even all its ears and eyes on me, because it has seen something. It is still standing. The shepherd is still moving while looking at it. Um, Let me stop talking and see what will happen. It has stopped looking. It is now stretching. It has focused its concentration here again. Let me stop talking again. Oh, Aisha can record. I don't know if you can see something. Yeah, that one. The shepherd is on the other end. Where is he? Yeah, the shepherd is there. The dog is. Where's the dog? Oh, yeah, it is there. Yeah, you see. The now shepherd is looking at me. Anyway, I think it's the nature of a dog to just be curious about any movement, any sound, any sound, any movement, and any sight of anything moving. It's gonna be curious anyway, since it's a primate. Yeah. Now they are now heading towards me, heading towards this direction. Yeah, the shepherd has become curious. Why did the dog stop? We are coming to this point too. Now I can see the dog here. It is actually nearer than the other place. They're heading toward this direction. I know they are going to greet me. They're coming to greet me. Now here's the dog. Here's the dog. Here's the shepherd. Okay, there are some goats on the other end which have gone to that direction. I don't know where they have gone, but anyway, let me mind my own business. Maybe they are on to something else. Now, ideally, I've I saw myself in a dream. Yeah, someone giving me $70. I don't know who they were, but I saw a hand giving me $70. Yeah, it was like, by this is the money that I need, and I needed to just look for a house. I don't know how it's gonna be gotten, but I'm gonna get that a new house, even if it costs me that 500 shillings, or even if the bafu, what do you call the bafu? It's called or even the bafu and the, what do you call the bafu? The washroom. Or the washroom. Yeah, the washroom and the toilet. If it's outside, sawa. I don't know. I'm not fearing that. I don't want to downgrade. But I'm like, I just want my own space right now. Like, if there's someone who can ask me right now what they want, it is that thing. My own space. Yeah? My own space. That's what I want right now. So here's the dog. I wish one day I could own a dog. Yeah? A dog. That at my command, it can hear what I want. It will listen to whatever I'm saying. Having a dog is having a good friend who can never, who'll always at your nini. Now, let me talk about, yeah, I think right now, I'm now comfortable now. I've now gotten all the, I've learned my lesson. I saw a video by Nangami Masaha, who was interviewed by, who? Lin Ngugi, on the Lin Ngugi show. I learned that there are people who are going to get into a mess. They are going to rise up. After some point, they fall again. After some time, they come back even stronger. They rise. They rise. They rise after some time, fall. Why? She said, in fact, she said these exact words. If you get yourself in a mess, if you get yourself in a mess, this is what you're gonna do. Okay, this actually, ideally, this is what is going to happen. If you get yourself in a mess, ideally, this is what is going to happen. The universe and God will be very, very, very patient with you. Yeah. In fact, this can stay even for 10 years. You keep on rising, falling, rising, falling, rising, falling. Like, it is a cycle of something is happening, then trrr, ta, trrr, ta, trrr, ta. Why? That thing will keep on continuing if you do not pick the lessons. And this how, by the way, people make mistakes. This one mistake that, by the way, if you pick it, you'll live a very fulfilling life. You live a very good life. You live a, I don't know, man. This life that is, you won't even feel pressured living in it. She gives an example of what happened to her, at some point in 2019 or something like that. Now later, 2023. What was the lesson that she? No, the concept. What are the ideas? In fact, she's talking about this in a way that will teach you a lesson hata wewe ukisikiza hiyo that I don't want to call it a podcast, but let me call it a podcast because it really doesn't have a, you can't tie it to a specific name. Yeah, is it a show? Is it an interview? I treat this as no interview. It is more of a podcast, an officialized podcast. Now, I found out that, but this went what hits me directly. I learned that every time that you are in a mess, Aki, take some time and review what just happened. Just review what just happened. That way, you will be safer to pick the lessons than to figure out now what else. Now, what do I do? What, like, she was trying to explain the importance of take your time. Don't even proceed or even look for other ways to just rise up. Take your time. Figure out what transpired in my downfall. What happened? When you pick the lesson, the universe notices this and you're like, okay, so this guy has learnt his lesson. Now let me give him more of nini. By the time even more temptations are about to come, the guy already knows, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, even in my downfall, in fact, if the guy goes into a downfall, he won't feel that in emotion burden, or even he won't fall that with that hard that he'll be just okay. I know how to handle this situation, and it's likely that the situation will be managed earlier. Yeah, because the guy knows, learned his lesson sometime prior. Okay, and that's how the universe works. It brings you a situation. It is here. It is there. The situation is there to teach you a lesson. Yeah, it's there to teach you a lesson. If you don't get the lesson, it's gonna repeat itself, repeat itself, repeat itself. Now, she underwent, some very hard time back in 2019. She fell, and she found her cousin was able to host her for almost 8 months. She had a kid by then, and now she now can comfortably talk about this. Now she rose again, and back in 2023, she fell again. That's when it occurred to her, Aki, I need to pick the lessons from here. And that's why she said, the universe and God will be very, very patient with you. Yeah, it can even go for 20, 30 years. They are just waiting. The universe is just waiting for you to Aki learn your lesson, and then I'll promote you to glory. Okay? So, That's what I learned. For every downfall, take your time, look at what transpired, pick your lesson, and go. Usiendelee kukaa hapo. Don't continue to stay here, there, tied to that thing, as if it's the end of the world. So, I learned my lesson. I went to the wrong place at the wrong time and at the right time. Oh, I went to the wrong place at the right time. Are you getting it now? So that's why I'm nini. But I've picked a lesson. The main lesson is before you do something, I can make sure that the universe is in support, has given you a green flag. Whenever you make any request to heaven, make sure it has been approved by the heaven. By the heaven. By the heavens. You will definitely receive signs. It will tell you apana. If you do not receive a sign, by the way, if you do not receive a sign, there's a likelihood that that thing you need to wait a bit longer, because I didn't listen to the signs, and I'm very sure I was shown. Some signs were sent to me. Okay, don't go, don't go, don't go, bro, don't go. So ideally, I don't know. Is it? It's something that I'm. Okay, again, I think I've picked many lessons, and I think I surgically addressed them the other day. The day I was planning to move when the visitors were there. But it's okay though. I picked the lessons. And now the lesson that has been taught now, some few days later, is that communication is something that is very important in any of my relationship. In any relationship with anyone. Communication. Like communication. Talk how you think. Let the other party talk about how they think. That way you will live a very peaceful life without conflict with anyone. As long as you just give your views. Yeah. Talk about what is pressing you. Now it has reached that time where it's now time. It is now really time to just take my leave. Yeah, I've picked the lessons. And it's now time to take some steps. Take some strides. Move. Because, okay, you cannot tell me that I'll not be seeing myself with money. Like, I cannot create any picture in my mind because there's a ceiling. Literally a virtual ceiling towards me getting into my imaginative world. I'm really trying, but I think it's now time to get a house outside and I live alone. Or if I have to live with anyone else, it should be my partner. That is it. Like, that is it. I don't want any other person living with any other person. I think I'm done. I'm damn tired. I'm damn tired. I'm tired. I'm done with people. Living with people. People who are not my partners, neither are my even my relatives. In fact, I even. But that's the greatest lessons that I've picked. People have their different lives. They have their different way of doing things. You cannot stop them. But I'm not saying this with a heavy heart or even emotions. I'm saying this because I've seen the effect of living with someone. I used to not to live with anyone, but right now I'm yearning to just live alone. 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 I want to live alone. Peke yangu. Peke yangu. And do my things, by the way. This when I'm going to start my content creation journey. I don't know if I'll be recording my... I need to shave this in here. It looks bad. It looks really bad. I need to shave it. Me, after a while, I'm leaving. And it's likely that I'm going to leave this week. I know that I'm giving myself hope, but there's a likelihood that I'm getting money this week, $70, and I'll be out. Now, talk of even the lessons that I picked from my forex failing. I learned always stick to one pair. If it doesn't offer you a good entry trade that day, wachana nayo. Refrain from even trading other currencies, because bro, you will mess up, and trust me, you are going to lose. That's the lesson that I picked. And of course there are going to be losses. However, the most important thing to note here is you should be really careful, and you should be, how should I put this, yani just take care of um, just take care. Just take care. Yani just take care. Yani if you make any mistake, just take your time and ever go back and review what happened. AUD JPY, I made a mistake. Yeah. With that currency, I learned a lesson. Don't place your trade in a consolidating market. You don't even try. Wait for the graph to now make big moves. That's when you're gonna do your thing. Because I lost actually $8 to that. $8. When I almost blew my account. Do you know how many times I almost blew my account because of a silly mistake? In fact, I also made the same mistake with GBP USD. I'm placing my trades when the graph is on its down. In place, instead of placing my up, I'm placing at the graph is going to go further down. You see the mistake that I was doing? That costed me about $30. Man, I look back and I'm like, I was that silly. I was that hungry for money. Yet I could have acquired almost, actually, in fact, I could have acquired 32. If I lost that too, if I'd bet, I had placed a long position, I could have gotten that. And in the FX books sentiments, I saw that more people are selling than they were buying. If I could just have looked at those data and analytics, I could have gotten the lessons, and I could have made a wise decision before I made that silly mistake. Oh my God. Actually, it pains me that I lost $30. But it's okay though. I embraced I embraced my losses. I learned my lesson the hard way. Yeah, don't get too hungry for money. Such as you can place any trade anyhow. And please, there are tools that you are supposed to use whenever you are. Right now, refrain from trading any pair that has USD inside, because it's a likelihood that it will go the opposite way. The USD is losing value. No, it is losing its strength because of the Trump's new tariffs. Right now, refrain from doing anything to do with USD. For now. Wait for things to settle in just 2 months, 3 months, thereabout. That's when the USD will, okay. This is the clear picture. I think we have USD here. Yeah. Right now I'm still going to JPY, Canadian dollar, and Japanese yen. Look at the trades. At its climax, this when I'm going to place the trade. I'm sure I'm going to get some setups today, and I'll be happy if I get one or even two. Yeah, so that I get money, enough money to help me. I'm not planning to pay rent here. Let me just quit at this time. Let me tell my roommate, okay. I think it's been a right. It's been a good. If I'm going to pay the rent, it would be almost 1,000. Pay 1,000 and use that as an excuse. I can't pay anymore. Let me just figure out where I'm going to live. Don't worry about me. Let me look for a house to live in because I want to create my future. That's what matters to me right now. Don't tell me I can't stay in a house without no vision. I'm trying to create the vision yet it's not coming. It's not forthcoming. That's my issue with even living here. I'll use that as an excuse. I cannot be able to pay. So let me figure out where I'm going to stay right now. Because honestly, let us take Kuzwa. You figure out where you're going to get a new roommate. Because that's the best thing that I can do right now. I cannot be able to pay, honestly. Let me just quit. Let me call it quits. I'll get a cheaper house, even if it will be. I don't know why I want to downgrade that extreme. And it's because I think I love my space. I want to be in my own space. It doesn't matter. I know at some point after a while I'll come back, go higher, even go higher than that. I'll go higher than that. So it's okay though. By the way, I've found that nowadays I usually don't spend my time in sympathizing with myself. This is something that I've noted. I don't sympathize with myself when I get into a tough situation. I literally look at the lessons. Yeah, I get the lessons first and then I move on. In fact, I don't settle there. This happened to me. I'm going to stay here. Cry. Okay, what will happen? How will that even solve anything? Me, I'm like, it has happened. What lesson do I pick? Yeah, let's go. Go. Don't stop. Go. Just go. Yeah, do something every day, daily. Do something daily. Do something that stands out daily. Hey, no, let me not think of that. So ideally, that's what is happening. I have no regrets of the mistakes that I've done so far, but the lessons that I've picked. In fact, there's a mistake that I did on January that I went to some, is it a regression? My system failing. I talked about this yesterday. I failed to do something that led me to me losing myself. I learned that whenever you ask something from the universe, be ready to do it. Be prepared to do it. Be prepared to do. And always initiate that thing. So initiate that thing. Always initiate that thing to do that thing that you have asked for. Be ready. Just be ready. If you have envisioned yourself having a child, and you have repetitively created this image, and now the universe is now bringing that environment, a good setup for that to happen, actually make sure that you are prepared and you are going to initiate that thing, you're going to do that thing, and all is gonna flow. Okay, this is how I envision this. I saw myself doing that thing, and that resulted me. It was the first time. It resulted. It resulted to me almost now preparing to be a father because the child was on its way. Now what happened? Amidst all these, right now I could have a child who is 3 months. In fact, 2 months. 2 months. 2 months old in the tummy, in the womb. I could be looking up to 2 months. Now waiting for 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 months to come. I'll be now a father now. I could be looking up to that. And I saw myself in between. I had a very good job, a well-paid job. I don't know what I was doing in my computers, but it was very profitable. Anyway, I think it was Forex, if I'm not wrong. I was doing something on the internet. But it's okay though. It's okay. I picked the lesson. Always be prepared. And start preparing early enough. Yeah. This is 25 minutes. Yesterday I did almost. I almost did. Is it enough? 190 for 0.92 GB. I could have played the song that is played 6 minutes. So come with me as I unbox 1 minute. I was cut short because of 7 minutes. I think if I add 3 minutes more, I'll be able to achieve my daily target. I'm adding the previous videos that I did yesterday so that they'll add up to 45 minutes. I have noted that I've been doing almost 1 hour for the past 5 days. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, all that. One hour, but I'm happy, because I'm able to just speak my thoughts out. So this week, I know definitely that money is going to come my way. What I'll just do, just create avenues to get that money. Excel courses, you need to write some blogs, because by the way, I checked my analytics from my dashboard, Excel off the grid. I noted that people who clicked to the link is at 69 people. 69 people clicked that link. There are no conversions. In fact, I've not converted any that visit to get people buying. Now, I'm changing my strategy. I won't promote my pins directly, like they were going to read to the course. I am going to create pins that I'm going to lead to a blog talking about Excel, the maybe importance of Excel. You can get Excel from this place. You can get advanced Excel from this place, which is paid. Now, if you explain to people the value, they are definitely going to buy. If you give people value, they are definitely be compelled to buy. However, if you continue telling people, or even how do I say this? Like you keep on referring to people to go to a certain page that is directly asking for money, you'll be like, Wewe, hapana. That is not a good thing. You are not going to convert anything. That's just it. People can't buy from you if you are not giving value. However, from my tutor, I'm good, doing everything correct. It's only that people are not buying from it. I don't know why. Haya, these mududus are mating on my knee. They don't have adabu. Like, you're mating on my knee. Really? Look. They are just mating. Hey. Ni watu hamna tabia mzuri. They've started to just be a bother. I'm all wet. My buttocks are wet. We have another grasshopper here. We have a grasshopper. I think that's that. I think I have to leave it here. Let me leave it here. Just... So, I'm done. Baby, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not done. I am Maxim Felix. So, that I'm done. Like, let me turn it. So, I'll have another diary tomorrow. In which it's the day that I'm going under the waters. I'm going to shut off my SIM cards for some 2 days. Although this is not, I feel this is not the right time to do this. However, because my mom will call again, because I need to receive some. I need to have some money. I need to have some money for my school. See, I said that I'm going to use that money that will be sent for school fees to just I'll use now that money to just look for a house. Anyway, let me see how it goes. However, I have hopes that I'm going to receive money from other avenues. I don't know how it's going to come. However, I'm going to do my thing. Create channels where I'm going to receive this. So that's that. Let me end this here. Remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios.